Hi, my name is Tahira and I'm a professional oriental dancer based in Poland. And this is Tahira Belly Dance Diary, where I invite you to dive with me into the world of oriental dance and all its complexity. So let's begin! Last week, I promised to share a secret with you about the reason why I started this video series. And this reason is connected with a dance crisis which I lately had overcome. And I don't mean an artistic block, like you create a choreography and you don't have any new ideas, you lost the creativity, so you go for a walk, put it on the side for a moment, then you come back and you can create one more time. I mean a dance crisis which can last for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years maybe. So it's really difficult subject because it takes a lot of strength, it takes a lot of strong will to overcome all of this. And when you are in this situation, I think you should follow some tips. You should listen to different people to make it work and to come back on the right track. My dance crisis pushed me to do a lot of different things, and making this YouTube series is one of them, and I think it's one of the final things, because somehow I want to close all this experience in one place and share it with you. So this series is connected with my personal experience because I want to share with you not only past 10 years of my professional belly dancing career, but also all the stuff that I managed to learn because of my dance crisis. And believe me, it taught me a lot. So now you know the reason behind the Tahira Belly Dance Diary, and now you can imagine why I called this series a diary, because it's a really personal experience and I want to share with you all the feelings, emotions, all the ideas and thoughts which came to my head lately. And today's episode will be devoted to overcoming a dance crisis. So I want to share with you some tips and tricks how to deal with it. And I divided it into two categories. One is strictly connected with the dance itself, and the other is, let's say, a general psychology of overcoming the crisis. And each of the section have 5 points. So altogether, I have for you today 10 tips on how to overcome your crisis, and I hope they will be helpful. I will start with one general tip, and let's say it will be a kind of a bonus tip. The first thing which you have to do is answering a very important question, and this question is why you do what you do. So the thing is, you have to remind yourself why you dance at all. You have to try to reconnect with these feelings which you felt when you started to dance, or maybe the feelings that you felt when you started to teach. So wherever you're a student and you have some crisis, or you're a professional dancer and you have a crisis, there are a lot of things connected with your career which back then made you happy. So you have to remind yourself what is the most important things and focus on them. Maybe you have to reset your goals. Maybe the crisis came because you didn't achieve what you planned. So you just have to sit, relax, and think one more time about all your dancing career. Think about all your goals, maybe set some new goals, maybe change something. Just try to do whatever back then made you happy. And this may bring you a lot of new ideas, and this may wake up your creativity. So now let's talk about 5 things that are connected with dance, and that I hope will help you to overcome your crisis. And the first thing is trying new ways of learning. And by trying new ways of learning, I mean doing something totally different from the things that you did till now. So for example, if you go only to regular classes, you can try private coaching. And of course the other way, if you did only private coaching, you can now try the regular classes. If you haven't tried online classes or online private lessons, maybe now it's the time to do it. If you participated in festivals, maybe you can try some intensive workshops with one teacher. And of course the other way around. So if you haven't been to any festival yet, now will be the good time to change it and to try it. For the professional dancer, this subject will be a little difficult because mostly we are counting on ourselves and we do the self-teaching. So we have to be really motivated, really strict with our exercises and with our daily routines. But no matter what is your daily plan or what is your level of dance, you can always try something new. So for me, it was trying to do more intensive courses with one teacher because I find it more inspirational and I was gaining more knowledge from it, and it gave me a lot of new ideas, and it really helped me to overcome some dancing problems. The second thing will be doing a research. So you can hit the books, you can hit the YouTube videos, and you can try to expand your knowledge about all the things connected with dance. So maybe till now you devoted a lot of time to technique, to classes, regular or private, no matter which one were they. And I think that sometimes we forgot about all the knowledge that is hidden behind the Oriental dance. So when you are in crisis, it's a good time to maybe shift the weight and of course go to regular classes because they will keep you connected to the dance, but also try to devote more time to read about the history, about the culture, about different traditions, because all this knowledge is also a great source of inspiration. So what I did is, as I told you, taken more intensive courses with one teacher, and besides the technique, besides the combinations and choreography, they gave me a lot of knowledge, and I tried to expand it as much as I could. So I was doing more reading than before, more watching different educational videos on YouTube, and it also gave me a lot of new ideas, not only about the dance itself, but also about the ways I want to develop myself further. The third thing is trying to do something new, something else. And by something new, I mean some other artistic form. It can be some other dance technique, or it can be some other form of art in general. So what you can do is trying to teach yourself a new dance technique, maybe by yourself at home with online classes, or maybe you can try to find some dance school in your hometown, or maybe you even teach in one of those schools, so you can try some different dance techniques. And I think this is very inspiring, and it will give you a lot of new ideas which you can lately implement into Oriental dance. And on the other hand, if you're not interested in dancing something else, maybe you can try some different art form. For example, painting, maybe some do-it-yourself stuff at home, whatever you will feel comfortable with. And it will take your mind off of dance and it will give you some inspiration. It will also work good with your creativity, because it will force your brain to work differently on a different levels and with different forms. So this is really, really helpful. And what I did was signing myself to contemporary dance classes, and I stayed with this dance technique till now. So it is my second year of contemporary dance, and it really helps me because it gives me a lot of new ideas about body movement, a lot of new ideas about expressing music and expressing myself. So this is the thing which helped me to overcome a really big part of my own crisis. The fourth thing is to inspire yourself with others, but don't compare. It's a little bit tricky thing because we tend to compare ourselves to other artists, but this is not really a good idea, because everyone is different, and what makes you an interesting individual is your personality, is your idea about the dance. So you really cannot compare yourself to others, because every one of us presents something else. So on the one hand, you can inspire yourself with watching videos, photos of other dancers, with reading some thoughts, with reading some sentences about the dance, and it's a good way of inspiration. But watch out, because it's a double-edged sword, and as I told you, don't compare yourself. So feel inspired. Take what is good for you. Take what gives you inspiration. Take what is working with your creativity, but really don't compare yourself, because it will ruin everything. So remember about this good inspiration. And the fifth thing is about inspiration. This keyword, which occurred many times in the past few minutes, is really important, but the important thing is that you mustn't wait for it. So don't wait for the inspiration, because you will simply waste a lot of your time. Inspiration is not something that will occur in this particular moment when you need it. This is something that is cultivated from day to day. This is something that needs nurturing and something that you have to work with. So you really want to start working on some things, and then probably the inspiration will come. So don't wait for it. Just do your work. Do it as good as it is possible, and try to be as creative as it is possible. And I promise you that at some point you will really feel the inspiration coming. These were 5 things connected with dance, and now let's talk about 5 tips which can help you, and they are more connected with the general psychology and general daily life. And the first thing, it will be keeping a journal. And it's really a really important thing to have a clear head to come up with anything in your life. And keeping a journal is one way of doing it. So you can write down all your thoughts. You can write down the bad things that happen, the good things that happen. You can write down your plans. You can write down your worries. You can write down everything about your happiness. So in general, you can write in this journal everything that you feel. You can write about all your emotions, and it will really help you, as I told you, to clear your head and to set up some plans, to make some arrangements. And I don't mean like you have to keep this journal daily, because it's not about this, and simply sometimes we don't have time for it. but from time to time try to write about all the things that are the most important for you, and you will see that it will be a great help for keeping your thoughts and your emotions in a good place. The second thing is changing your environment. And by this, I mean trying to meet up with some other people, not only your dance friends, not only your teachers, not only your colleagues from the regular classes or from festival. Try to find some new people who are connected to maybe some different lifestyles, maybe not even connected with the art, but with some other stuff. And by this you will gain a different point of view, a different idea about how to live, how to cope with stress, how to cope with difficult situations. So these meetings, these talks, trying to know these new people, it will also be really helpful for you, for creating your own individual space, which will help you with your crisis. The third thing is contact with nature. And for me it's very important, because personally I think that we as humans are really closely connected to nature, and the concrete which surrounds us every day, it's not really healthy for our inspiration and for our positive thinking. So it's important from time to time to go outside, to take a walk, but not around the city. Try to take a walk in the forest, try to take a walk in the mountains or at the seaside. Maybe go out for a weekend to whatever place you really love and you really feel comfortable. It will help you to relax. It will help you to get this special connection with the nature. And while doing this, don't think about anything. Don't think about solutions, don't think about the problems. Just be in the moment, just connect, let everything flow through you, and let yourself be simply yourself for this couple of hours or maybe couple of days. Just be yourself, be relaxed, and don't think about anything else but this special connection with the place you are in. The fourth thing is this brilliant saying that it's better done than perfect. We tend to do things in a perfect way, or trying to do things in a perfect way. So when we think that something is not perfect, when we think that we are not able to do something in a perfect way, we often just put this aside, put this in time, and we don't even start doing it because it will not be perfect. And it's not a right attitude, because as the saying says, the things are better done than perfect. So whatever you do, it's better just do it, just to make this one step further and to move yourself in the right direction than to put everything aside, to put everything in time. So especially in a crisis, when you think about yourself as totally not perfect, it's really important to sit, to work, or to, of course, stand and dance. So don't think to make an artwork. Don't think about making perfect things. Just try your best at doing something, at doing anything. Just try to do things slowly, step by step, no matter if they are perfect or not. The fifth thing is trying to put all the things connected with dance aside. So if this crisis is really bringing you down and nothing is helping you, I think it's a good idea just to try something else. Just put the dance in the drawer, close the drawer, and don't think about it at all for some time, because you can realize quickly that you really miss it, and then you can remind yourself about all the things that you love in dance, and it will simply help you to make a better connection with the dance itself. So for me, what worked was putting the dance aside during the summer holiday. So I tried for 2 months not doing anything connected with dance. I didn't create any choreographies. I didn't dance, didn't practice. I involved myself in a lot of different things. I worked at home. I focused on my Arabic language lessons. I focused on spending time with my friends and family, and it really helped me to clear my head. It really helped me to set my new goals, and it was really helpful with waking up my creativity, and it gave me the relax. It gave me the time which I needed to work on this connection with my career and the connection with my dance. Or you can say that it even helped me to work with the connection with myself. So this time may be important, and as I said, if nothing else worked, I recommend it for you to take this time and to use it to relax and to feel comfortable with different things. And these were 10 tips which I personally think will help you overcoming your dance crisis or whatever art crisis you may have. And one final thing that I believe is really important, it's also an idea to go towards the things that scares you most, because we all know that everything which is really creative, which is really good for you, is always happening outside your comfort zone, because this is the zone when the things are born, when you are pushed to be really yourself, and you are pushed to do all the things that are really, really creative. So doing the things that scares you most will help you to know yourself better, will help you to discover of what you are capable of, and I think that it will really help you to wake up your creativity in 100%. So this is why I started this series, also this YouTube series, because I really don't feel comfortable in front of the camera. And I decided to do it because I think it will teach me a lot, and it will help me to gain new knowledge, to establish some new ideas, new contact with myself. So that's why I recommend you to really try the things that scare you, because this is the way you will evolve in so many new ways, and you will be really surprised how it will help you to become a better dancer and also a better person in general. That's all for today. And I hope these 10 general tips and 2 bonuses one will give you a positive kick, and they will help you overcome your dance crisis. They will wake up your creativity, and they will help you get new inspirations in your dance life. So if you like this episode, just give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel to be up to date with the new episode. I encourage you also to follow my Facebook page and my Instagram account, when you will find a lot of things connected with my dancing life, and of course a lot of materials connected with Tahira Belly Dance Diary series. I invite you to join me next week, and we'll be talking about Masmudi Kabir rhythm and dealing with two ideas, in place or in space. And it will be an instructional video, so put on your dancing clothes and see you next week. Bye!